I'm Serena Golden. Kevin Kruse is fascinated about how race relations affect our cities. Kruse teaches history at Princeton University. He came to Macon in January to give a discussion about white flight in integration-era Atlanta. He wrote a book about it in 2005.
I was always fascinated by the stories of the Civil Rights Movement. There was a large segment of the South that was left out of them. But the vast majority of whites who had grown up in segregation and still supported it, but weren't, kind of manning the barricades, they weren't featured in these stories. And so I thought, well, that's an important tale we need to tell.
Kruse was drawn to Atlanta for its reputation as the city too busy to hate during integration. But he wanted to know what middle-of-the-road white people were doing back then.
They asked a lot of important questions. They weren't just dug in on resistance. They were trying to find a way through it. And it's still at a point in the 50s where whites are giving very honest answers. They're not embarrassed about their support of segregation.
Kruse's book came out 15 years ago, but lately he's been talking about it again.
White supremacists from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, they learned that these open appeals to racism didn't quite resonate.
But that's different now.
Well, in recent years, we've seen a resurgence of people who really do make a kind of open appeal. We've kind of come full circle.
Still, Kruse says that some young white people are working for racial reconciliation, even if not everyone loves their methods.
Part of the reconciliation is that process of gentrification, right? Is moving back into the city and taking a stake in it, being involved in community in the broadest sense.
Even, he says, if that creates a new kind of tension. For the Center for Collaborative Journalism, I'm Serena Golden.